restaurants with a whale-friendly sticker in the window, simply meaning they don't serve whale. You can still find it here in many restaurants, and the whale on the menu will be a minke whale. Minke whale is the whale that is hunted around Iceland still today in few numbers. Now for the puffin, the cute colorful birds, they were recently put on the endangered species list because they were getting so popular among visitors to try. And they are so cute, right? Now, then, last but not least, don't forget about the Icelandic lamb. Have somebody tried the Icelandic lamb? Yeah, that's delicious, right? Really good. And the reason why the lamb is so good here in Iceland is very simple. The lamb and the sheep, they live in outdoors for the majority of the year. They're just free and wild. They're just eating what's around them, spices and grass and herbs and berries. So technically, they're just marinating themselves. Can't go wrong. Check it out if you haven't already. Delicious. Now, for the drinks, don't forget about the pure Icelandic water. Straight from the taps. Remember that. The worst investment you could make here in Iceland would be a water bottle in the supermarkets. If you did it already, okay, don't throw away the bottle. Fill her up in the taps all over. It's as pure as you can find, completely free of scent as well. If it smells, then it's the hot water you're trying to fill up your bottle with. There are two different types. Hot water, cold water. The hot water is coming from straight on the ground. It's the same hot water we use to heat up our houses in the capital area. We don't use oil or gas for heating, we use geothermal heat. Even the roads and pavements in Reykjavik, they have pipes underneath them with hot water running through so it won't get too much ice and snow on it in the wintertime. It's the same with electricity here in Iceland. 100% of the electricity comes from renewable sources. Hydropower, like falling water, geothermal heat, and the wind together, it makes 100% of the electricity we use. This is the land of renewable energy, basically. It's considered one of the least polluted countries in the world. So, breathe in, alright? Feel the fresh air. It's actually one of our biggest industries and revenues. We have, for example, huge Canadian aluminium. Hang on. So UK, aluminium. And US and Canada, aluminum. Australia, how do you say it?
Which are they weaker? The UK?
Yeah. But which one is more correct, or both commonly used? And
Both.
yeah,
They're both correct.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Oh. Holds and horses.
But we beat them.
Hey, neutral here, come on. Okay. So we have those huge Canadian companies, aluminum / aluminium, all good, holds and horses here. They come here with the raw material from Australia. They ship it from Australia to Iceland, make it here, because the cost of power is so low and they have to use so much power to make it. It's cheaper to ship it from Australia to Iceland, make it here, export it out again. We also have huge data centers like Google, Amazon. They host many of their servers here because of all the cheap electricity. And they have the cheapest cooling system in the world. They open up their windows and it works. Brilliant. Now any questions about food or power or energy? All good? Now, the last question was about, since you don't have an army, who is defending your nation? And that is basically NATO. We are part of NATO. We're the only country in NATO though that does not have a standing army. So we only take, we do not give basically. Of course we have police, believe it or not. No, like I said, believe it or not, we have police. Have somebody seen policeman? Police car? You saw a car?
Just today, 2 cars.
2 cars? What are you doing, mister? All good?
We're driving on the bus.
On the bus. So 2 cars.
We're ambulances.
Ah, okay. Now the police in Iceland, they carry clubs, no guns, they are not armed, they only carry clubs. And it's quite rare to see the police on the streets. If you really want to see the Icelandic police in action, you basically have to go online and check out their Instagram page.
Oh,
Have
TripAdvisor.
somebody seen it? It's quite famous actually. The police in Iceland has over 200,000 followers on Instagram. It's like 2/3 of the population. They are sharing pictures of cooking recipes, selfies of them in the gym, eating ice cream, doing karaoke, and they're not even trying to be funny. They just are funny. So as you can hear, Iceland has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. That is a fact. Iceland was recently voted the most peaceful country in the world because no army, no armed police, and extremely low crime rate. We have the fewest prisoners per capita in Europe. They're about 150 on average in total, and they're only in 5 prisons. But only 1 prison in the southern part of Iceland has a fence. The other 4 prisons are open facilities. They're allowed to wander around freely, maybe have part-time jobs or go to a course in the university. You just have to come in for a certain time, basically. It's called a rehabilitation center, not a penalty. The most common crime in Iceland is tax fraud and marketing manipulation, like finance white-collar crime. And the highest sentence is, of course, for a murder, but that is 16 years, 1-6. That's the maximum time you can spend in prison at once here in Iceland. But then again, the murder rate in Iceland is quite low as well. It's actually the 3rd lowest in Europe. It's 1.1 murder every year. I'm not quite sure what 0.1 means. That's the number I came up with.
I guess it means once every 10 years is an extra murder.
That is exactly correct. Every 10 years we have 2 murders.
Hopefully this isn't the year.
Or a really small one.
Are Icelanders allowed to purchase and carry guns?
Hunting rifles, yes. Not handguns or semi-automatic rifles. We hunt a lot, actually. We own a lot of hunting rifles per capita. We hunt reindeers and birds. Quite strict rules to owning a hunting rifle. You have to go through a course and have a license, of course. And that has to be like unloaded and safe at all times. So strict rules to watch it. But yes, we own a lot of hunting rifles. Yeah. Any more questions? All good? Yeah.
Where are the dogs?
Where are the dogs?
Yeah.
Indoors.
Okay. Now, usually, you know, whether in many places in the U.S. or even in South America.
What time is it? People are at work now.
Yeah, they just started. Yeah, they have. You know, usually walk their dogs or something like
Yeah,
that.
same
So.
here in Iceland. So like I said, after work, which is about 5-6. Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's only like 3 o'clock. So and then again, you're here in the downtown area. Most of the people live in the suburbs, and we have quite many parks around Reykjavik where you can walk the dog and they can like run around free and wild. So we have plenty of dogs, but they are all owned by somebody, by a family or a person. No wild dogs. But it's like I said, now of course they would just be inside waiting for the owner to get home. And yeah.
The reindeer native?
No, like I said, the only native mammal is the Arctic fox. The reindeers came here in 1800. Yeah. So, and they were basically let around wild. So they're in the eastern part of Iceland, the reindeers. Yeah, the horses were all brought over with the Vikings. So the reindeers were brought in, like, do some normal purchases, but the horses and pigs and sheep and cows all stolen basically. Now we're gonna walk through this high school. It's the oldest high school here in Reykjavik.